Hello and welcome back. It feels like years have passed since the last Epica reaction, although there were two reactions back to back. So I thought today gonna be my happy day, and I was disappointed because you guys told me about the Epica Attack on Titan did a collaboration, or they did an EP with Attack on Titan songs. And since I read that, I was really looking forward to that. Just to discover that there's no official live version of them playing the songs. So, I still want to have fun with all this. I saw that there was a 5-part, a little documentary or interviews with them, um, with that EP as a topic. So, this is what we're gonna do now. We watch this and then we watch their song. I have no clue how to. Yeah, Crimson Bow and Arrow. Um, Fun fact is, I was running around years ago with just listening to Attack on Titan soundtrack. I think was the soundtrack of the first two seasons, especially. And I think this is one of the best soundtracks ever made. It's absolutely crazy how good that music is, and Epica for performing that. I have high hopes that this will be amazing. So yes, less talking and more listening. This will also be a great opportunity to learn more about the band behind the scenes, because I didn't have the chance to do something like that with Epica. I did it with some other bands like Ginger, for example, where I watched a few interviews from them, and also of course with Bloodywood, watching their documentary, which was very interesting and insightful. And I hope this little interview video thing gonna, yeah, make me get to know them a little better. Although I'm not sure if it's just Isaac and Cohen, but it doesn't matter. I'm looking forward to this. So let's see.
And I'm Koen. We are from Epica.
Of course. Where was the start?
I'm Isaac. And I'm Koen. We are from Epica. Our EP versus Attack on Titan songs. We're here to talk about that.
Isaac's smile is captivating. I can tell you that.
Only the writing process or like the covering process was a little bit different than how we usually work, because the songs were already there. So we had to strip them down first. Like I can remember that. I guess
I think that's a very interesting insight how they approach that stuff. Because yeah, as he said, it's already there, but they have to change. They will have to do it with an orchestra, right? Anyways, because it's written for orchestra, but implementing their style and their instruments additionally to that, very interesting.
I just played like the chords first for everybody, right? So only the chords and then
sort of lead sheet.
Yeah, lead sheet. So we have the chords and only the harmony, because we couldn't change that much about it, and the melodies. And then everybody in their home studio would work on it. Like Arjen would pre-produce.
Also, I have no idea about the timeline when that came out. Was that still COVID times?
Use his drums, and he would do like the pre-production of the guitars at home. Then we all threw that together, and we
also there's already the songs in the background playing. It's a little bit of a teaser.
I remember working on the planes, you know, in between going to festivals and going on tour in South America, working in the
Okay, so it was not 2020 since they were on tour, right?
Hotel rooms, on the orchestration, and trying to get everything done in time because we were too busy. So it was a little bit different because the songs were already made and we only could add our own flavor instead of like building something from scratch. That was interesting.
And what we thought would be a quick.
By the way, because the song is playing in the background, I've watched Attack on Titan. It's one of the probably best animes ever made, especially the first seasons. And I watched it in original Japanese, and a lot of the lyrics from the songs were in German. But I'm not sure if they're gonna do the English version, and if the like for the American sub and everything they changed the language of the songs. I'm not sure about that. Maybe they will tell us about it.
Uneasy turned out to be quite a project, so to get all the details right and just to live up to the standard we're used to these days, then
And our fans, they expect a certain standard.
exactly. And then
We think.
well, and we also, we wanted it to be right, so it took a lot more time and effort than we initially thought, because we thought, okay, the songs are already there, we just need to change them and put them into give them the Epica jacket, so to speak. But it turned out to be a bigger project than that, and it shows in the result, I think. It has the quality of an album, and really happy with the result.
And I remember
I hope they will tell us their personal history with the anime, if they have one, or if just someone came and said, hey, this would be cool. Or if they watched it and if they're fans. It's gonna be interesting.
certain moments when we thought, because the music is kind of different. It's more happy, so to speak.
Yeah, in a way, I
More
would call it more power metal-ish.
power metal-ish, yeah. And I remember discussing with Joost, the producer, can we make it Epica? And he said, well, you'll see when everybody does his own
Hey, they added a lot of solos. Nice.
thing, what he normally does on production, it turns into Epica almost by itself. And then, when we eventually recorded the strings and the brass section, how we had it, and then when Simone sings on it, and we have the backing vocals and even the percussion again, it actually turns into Epica.
Yeah, and you made a couple of hints in each song to...
Of course, yeah, we build in some Easter eggs,
Yeah.
because we can, and it's fun. So if you find them all, you win a prize. You get attacked by titans.
Nope.
Those who only complain about their helplessness will not change a thing. The boy will pick up the black sword.
Perfect.
I'm Isaac.
Work.
And I'm Koen. We are from Epica, our EP versus Attack on Titan songs.
We're here to talk about that.
Oh yeah, it's part 2.
Songs are kind
Good.
of like a mixture between, already kind of symphonic metal stuff, but like totally mixed with the J-pop thing, and it was all over the place with a lot of
Not sure if I would call it J-pop, to be honest.
interesting passages and really good hooky melodies. They instantly grab you and they don't go out of your head anymore. So if you hate
There were so many goosebump moments in that anime. I will not speak about scenes because maybe someone hasn't watched it, and if you didn't, you should definitely do it. And the music does so much to these high impact scenes that happen. Like really goosebumps every time,
that, don't buy the EP,
especially the one song.
because they will haunt you forever.
Oh yeah.
But and then we got some instructions what we could do with the song. So we could not really totally throw away everything and start all over. So we had to use certain ideas, and
Same with the lyrics.
yeah, same with the lyrics, and keep kind of close to the original.
We
So-
recorded in 2007.
And I know they like the song they're playing. I don't remember them too good, so I'm not sure which song is which. But I hope they didn't stick with just the intros, because one of the best music is in the show itself and not just the intros.
17.
Yeah,
July?
recording.
So that was in the middle of festival season and lots of stuff going on, but we still managed to squeeze it all in between all the other stuff we were doing. And it took a while to finish it, but we were fortunate enough to record again with the
And they added
choir,
crowds.
and orchestration was done mostly live. And,
Everything was done live. We did the same. We had the same structure as we did on our last album, The Holographic Principle. We recorded everything with real sounds, only a few synthesizer add-ons, but Basically everything in here is done by live musicians, which was something we really liked on the last album, so we kind of made it.
And it makes total sense for this kind of music, to be honest. You can do a lot just with these sound suites you can buy online, and you get great quality strings, or can program an orchestra, but it will never hit the same impact as a really good live orchestra.
Our new standard.
And then it was mixed and mastered by, mixed by Joost. Joost van den Broek, who also was producing the last 2 albums and the EP. And mastered by the same person.
Values from Health.
Exactly.
In
Amsterdam. And so basically almost the same team and the same procedure as the albums. And yeah, it was good fun. Happy about the result.
Yeah.
I'm Isaac.
And I'm Koen. We are from Epica. Our EP versus
How is the topic the lyrics when the songs were already done?
Attack on Titan songs.
We're here to talk about that.
Well, lyric-wise, it was a totally different challenge than normally, since normally Mark and Simone write about what they feel like. You can read about that in other interviews, of course. But now we had to write about the series, or about the subjects of the series. And
You had to write
since
it?
It's mainly in Japanese. It was hard for us. But they gave us some translations, which were, I think, literal translations. So there was no rhythm in the lyrics, no rhyme in the lyrics. So we really had to kind of rework the whole thing. And since there was not that much time, we split the lyric writing. So Mark and
Like the intros, they have lyrics, so they didn't have to write it for them. I really need to know more about this, and I hope this comes up in the interviews.
one song. And also, I did one song this time. It was really fun because I thought, well, let's try it. And it was hard, but it was also fun because I've already put even more Easter eggs in the lyrics as well. I like that.
Congrats, Koen.
This is
Yeah,
so
very well.
playful.
And then we also added some Latin,
so cool.
of course, again with the same people we always work with to make it more Epica again.
Make it more not understandable for a regular human being like me. Thank you for that.
And in the end, it was a fun but difficult challenge.
And as we
I'm
could already hear, they implemented Mark, which is pretty cool.
Isaac.
And I'm Koen. We're
Like
from
with the
Epica.
singing.
Our EP versus Attack on Titan songs.
We're here to talk about that. So also musically it was sometimes very challenging because this music is not always doing what we would do. The original music is sometimes really, really complex. And as said before, some parts were really power metalish, and that's not something we never do, but I
It's different.
for guitar
Absolutely.
riffing, I wanted to do something else from time to time. So it was pretty challenging to get the same energy and try to work with the guitar riffing differently. In the end, it turned out to be really cool. We did some duels with keyboards and
With the solos.
solos and lots of solos.
We hate it when they do that, right? Keyboard, guitar solo, fights, standoffs. Hate that.
Following melodies, and pretty much it's all over the place. Also, the vocal lines.
Yeah, it goes on and on
Yeah.
and on. There's no room for breathing.
It's really the energy you get from the series when watching it with battles and whatnot. There's a lot of emotion going on if you watch the series, and then the for some reason the
A few scenes really broke me. Like right in the first episode.
music captures that same energy. So it's after listening to a song, you're probably like, whoa, this was a real roller coaster. And that's exactly how we felt when we heard the music for the first time. It's like going all over the place.
Yeah, but the same with the solos. There are way more solos in the original songs than we are used to play.
Yeah.
Like for instance, one solo has 2 guitar solos, then a keyboard solo, then a violin solo, and then a piano solo, and then a
But how cool is that? Come on, how cool is that?
drum solo or bass, whatever. It's like 3-4 minutes of soloing.
Yeah.
Which is,
which is cool because usually we don't really do that stuff.
So we could do it for once, and that made it very fun.
Yeah,
very much fun.
So there's some stuff we have never done before with Epica, and which is then cool if you have a project like this and you get a challenge. Then we like to be challenged, and the result is pretty awesome.
You can decide for yourself if we pass the challenge.
Yeah, check it out. It's great. Awesome. Oh my god. I'm Isaac.
And I'm Koen. We are from Epica, our EP versus Attack on Titan songs.
We're here to talk about that.
When we got the email to do this project,
we had to watch the series.
Well, I already saw a few things about it. That's why I was really interested in doing this, because I knew it was kind of big.
Thank God. Finally some context in part 5 of that freaking interview. Okay, Cohen saw it before, Isaac didn't. So I wonder if they have a connection to anime or not. But I don't know how you could watch something like Attack on Titan and not be a fan of it. I mean, it is gory. That could be one turnoff, but other than that, like I said, especially the first seasons, oh my god.
Because they made 2 live action movies about it, about the first season, I think. And, I can still remember when I think it was on YouTube, the trailer for the first movie when the giant head comes over the wall and everybody screamed. And it was really nice to see a non-Hollywood production.
Don't watch the movies. Watch the series.
That looked that awesome. So I knew the series before.
I didn't.
But I didn't watch the anime. So then when we got the project, we...
Wait. Don't tell me he watched the real life thing? Oh boy.
Actually, we watched most of it together, right? On tour, on
good idea.
Through YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was really, it was actually a really cool series. Not only because it's anime and a lot of fights and stuff, but there are some more deeper layers inside, like dealing if you want to kill the beasts, you have to become one, or don't lose your humanity if you want to save humanity. That kind of moral issues are kind of interesting. It goes deeper than only the...
And also
fighting.
the wall within the wall, and
It goes quite deep. As I said, I don't know when they recorded this, but now the series is finished, as far as I know. They put out another anime movie, which is just cut together through the last episodes or something. And I think the last episodes were like 1.5 hours long or something. Some really crazy and unusual stuff. So it was not just another season with 12 episodes or something, but it was like a movie, like 2 movies. There's so much going on, and there is war, and there is more questions, as they say. There is feelings, trust, betrayal, everything you would want from a drama series like that. And even there's also funny moments. So really, really good show.
That kind of idea that you put certain people into a box and they're more safe in that box.
Yeah, so the rich people, they're more protected, and there are more issues than only like a cartoon. And that intrigued me, and also that we try to incorporate that in our...
That is a topic that, I don't know, I think there's still... I'm in the bubble of anime. I mean, you see my manga and comic collection, so for me, this is normal that comics and anime and manga are having serious topics for grown-ups. A lot of this stuff you could never show a kid. You should never show a kid. There's... probably all the horror movies in the world are not as bad as stuff that happens in there. And it is serious stuff. It is philosophical. It asks questions that will haunt you for years. But there's still people outside that think that's it's comic, it's drawn, so it's for children, and this is it is crazy to me.
Our lyrics or our version of the lyrics. We had to watch the series, but it turned out to be really fun. And I must admit that I didn't watch the second series yet, but I'm trying to find time to watch it someday.
Okay, so they only watched the first season. Oh boy, there's so much to come. Yeah, and also there's topics and references to World War II and stuff that's happening now in the world. So again, really watch that stuff.
EP is released, we'll have a little more time, could
Yeah. It's already released in Japan, but now worldwide.
Smart move. Release that in Japan. So I think that was the last part of the interview. So now we go into Crimson Bow and Arrow. Maybe I will do the other songs as well. I want to check out what other songs there are on the EP. And unfortunately, there is no video of that. Like, no live version. If you have a live version, please tell me. That is so epic. Just to clarify, this is a dream coming true that I never knew I had. So this, oh my god, this gives me goosebumps and also makes me very, very happy. And Simone singing that is just epic. So good. And Mark brings the Titan into the song. That sound is crazy. And not fitting. They had fun with it. That is the stuff.
Those who only complain about their helplessness will not change a thing. The boy will pick up the black sword. Hate and anger are a two-edged blade, and soon it will show its teeth.
All that ends is through the game. It's not the weapon or the skill. Reach out for their desire and awaken your will to kill. Go and free your mind, immerse yourself in unstoppable killer instinct. Bring back the hope, illuminate the darkness. Stand up and fight for their demise. We won't surrender. Out and throw the devil in disguise. You can defend her. Day and night still fighting the legions. Ignorance will show its weakness. Less than peace and abandoned illusion. Blinded by trust and a twilight zone. Day and night disguising their secrets. Ignorance will kill them feelers. Operates on reckless courage. Freedom for us all.
That was some serious shredding in the end. Oh my god. Oh, I think they had fun with that. I wonder if they're still playing some of these songs live. I want to check out the other ones, to be honest. I'm not sure, would you be interested in that, even though there's no video footage? Or, as I said, if you have live footage with a good quality that is like watchable, I would be super interested. Because I think they're very stressful to play live. And ideally they would play it with an orchestra, right? And that must be so stressful. This is that shredding in the end, the solos, there's so much going on in these songs. Yeah, and in terms of language, I just want to say that maybe someone knows more about that than I, but when I watched the original Japanese version, I think there was a lot of German in there. And I don't mean that for the German audience it was translated, but it was sung by a Japanese person, but in German, with German lyrics, which in the context of the show would actually make sense. Also, Japanese people sometimes, which that goes for video games, for shows, for whatever, they have kind of a liking to the German language. I don't know why. But it would be interesting if they changed the lyrics for the English version and they just thought this would be more fitting for Epica to cover, or if there's just also English versions of the song as it was intended. I don't know that. So if you know more, please enlighten me. That would make me very happy. And I will see you on the next one.